In this unit, we're going to go over image resolution, which can kind of be hard to understand. So I'm going to try and break it down into the simplest terms possible. Typically, if an image is being viewed on screen, it's at 72 dpi, while if something's being printed out, it's at 300 dpi. Let's take a look.
I have open right now this dinosaur sculpture image. If I zoom in really far, you'll see that the image itself is made up of pixels, or picture elements. What are pixels? Well, they're the smallest building blocks of a digital image. If you keep zooming in, you'll see that this picture is made up of tiny little squares that compose the entire image. Every digital image is made up of pixels, and Photoshop works within pixels. If you don't already have it open, we're going to open up our properties panel right here, and you can see that this image is 19.2 inches by 12.8 inches high at a resolution of 300 pixels per inch. Pixels per inch refers to both fixed numbers of pixels that a screen can display and also the density of pixels within a digital image. Pixel count, on the other hand, refers to the number of pixels across the length and width of a digital image. If we go up here to image and we hit image size, you'll see right here that this mimics what we have on our properties. This is 300 pixels per inch, 19 by 12, and you can see the dimensions in pixels right here. 5760 pixels by 3840, and it's also going to give you the image size. Let's say I wanted to blow this image up because I was going to maybe print it on the side of a building or a billboard. What I would do is I would go here, and you'll see if I reduce the resolution that the number of inches itself goes up. If I bring it down to 72, you'll see that it's now 80 inches by 53 inches. But you'll see that my image size or dimensions have not changed. This is because the resolution really only matters when we're going to print an image. As a general rule of thumb, images that are being printed out should remain at 300 pixels per inch. Images that are for web should be at a resolution of 72. Lowering the resolution will cause the image to increase in size. To get a little bit of a better understanding of this, if you think about pixels per inch, 300 pixels per inch, every inch would have in it 300 individual pixels. Something at 72 pixels per inch would only have 72 pixels. So this is why when you print an image that's been downloaded from the web, it'll sometimes start to pixelate because the information contained within those pixels is much smaller than something at 300 ppi. Another way to think of this is the lower the ppi, the more pixels that are going to appear. So if you think about this as a video game character, the lower the PPI, the more pixels are going to show up, while the higher the PPI, the more information you're getting in the image. Let's say we did want to resize an image because maybe we're going to upload it to the web. We could go up again to our image size, and instead of just changing the resolution to affect the inches, we're going to hit this resample button. What is resampling? Basically, resampling is Photoshop interpreting the pixels and shifting them either larger or smaller. Typically, you want to keep your resolution as it comes in. 300 is a good rule of thumb. Let's say you wanted to make this image a bit smaller. We have some resampling options right here. So you have preserve details for enlargement. You have some options for reduction. Let's say we wanted to maybe make this 3000 by 2000 pixels. because this will just make it load faster on the web. We resize it to 3000 by 2000, and we currently have the resampling set at automatic. Now you'll see that we sort of start to lose some detail in the image. If we put bicubic sharper for reduction, you'll see that now we've changed the size of this image. Resolution shouldn't be changed while resampling. If I wanted to change this to 72 dpi for web, I would uncheck resample, hit 72, and click OK. So that's going to maintain our pixel dimensions as well as our resolution. And now you could go ahead and save this image out for web.
Now that you understand the basic principles of resolution, in the next unit we'll go over the zoom tool and how you can navigate around your image.